Hey, welcome to another episode of the Walking Life Journey podcast. For those that are joining us for the very first time, we say thank you. You continue to meet us week after week, and we cannot do this without you. And those that found this platform this week, welcome.
Welcome.
I'm one of your hosts, Nikkita White.
I'm Lorenzo White.
And I'm Keyondra White.
And together we make the White family. Now, you guys know we kind of let you into our life. When we said when we were walking life's journey, you were going to get a little bit of everything. And what we're going to talk about today?
Travel.
No, we're not talking about travel.
Okay.
We're talking about opportunities.
Okay.
We are talking about opportunities today.
Even better.
And one thing that I know about opportunities, they come your way, some good, some bad. But when a good one comes, do you listen to it? Does it take you time? Do you got to think about it? I don't know. But what I will say is when this opportunity came to us, we said, shh, we ain't got time. So I got to introduce to you our special guest because he was on the opposite end of us saying, we don't have time to listen to this.
I know he was sick of us.
Oh, I'm pretty sure he was sick of us. I'm pretty sure he was sick of us because knowing him, what he automatically thought, let me take this opportunity to them first. Now, I'm going to let him talk to us about that. So let's welcome Mr. James Wright to the Walking Life Journey podcast.
Welcome.
Hey.
Sir.
Hello, my favorites.
How you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. Yourselves?
We are doing great.
Good. No complaints.
We are doing great. We had to talk about this opportunity that you, what year did you try to bring this opportunity to us?
That would be August of 2020.
Hold on, time out. You
It
guys.
wasn't no August 2020.
He knew the month and the year. August 2020.
Yeah, August 2020.
Oh, gosh.
Wow.
And when did we say yes to the opportunity?
Was it October, 21 or 22?
22. October 22.
It was actually Halloween night.
Yes.
Oh, gosh.
Crazy.
Oh, gosh. This is what I'm talking about. So a man that's been in our life since you were what, 17?
18.
18 years old. You brought this opportunity to us. What was our response when you first brought it to us?
So the guy with the hat, he listened and he's like, yeah, that's cool. Pretty much enjoy that. The lady to the far left, she was pretty much, I don't have time. I'm busy. I'm doing this. I'm doing that.
Sounds about right.
And, yeah, that's about right. And it was my fault because I should have talked to the person in the middle.
You should have.
Now you right on that. And what I mean, honestly, we're going to talk about this opportunity, you all. But what we recognize is we trust Mr. Wright. Like we literally, really, really, really trust him. Mm-hmm. And we know he's not going to bring anything to us that's going to cause us any harm or any damage, right? Yeah. But what happens is you can get so excited for an opportunity, but the people that you're presenting it to can just blow you off. Automatically, things that you start to hear when an opportunity sounds too good, it's a scam. It's a pyramid scheme. It's this. So I got to talk about it, and he has it on his shirt. Straight out of Travorium.
Look, he repping.
Straight out of Travorium.
You repping.
Can you just tell us a little bit about that opportunity when you brought it to us? What got you in it? Tell me about it.
So, it's, again, like you said, when you bring the opportunity or something to people, the first thing that comes into mind is negativity. And again, my thing is the reason I brought it to you guys is, Zoe's been like the only kid I got. He's been like my son forever. So my mindset is, I know he'll do it. But it's really not about my timing. It's about the person you talk to, and it's their timing. And we all kind of forget that because we get hurt because, Kita said no, Lorenzo said no, and not thinking about what's going on in their life. We kind of shut down after that. Like, man, I thought you guys were my friend, and remember I bought that Snickers for you back in the day. all these things to say, but it's really about the person that you're talking to, and you really don't know what's going on in their life because some people share, some people don't. And me, that I know you guys, I knew eventually you guys would come around and I know how busy you guys are. When it was presented to me, the person who actually got me in, they've actually been with the company for about 8 years now. I've known them for over 20 years. They're multiple millionaires. So if they brought it to me, it was just a no-brainer. Because I know if they got into it, I know it's something good, and I like to travel anyway.
I like that. I want to go back on a couple things that you said. You bought that Snickers for Mr. White some time ago. And so when he said no, not right now, we don't have time, you got in your feelings, right? And we can do that because you brought a great opportunity. I have a great mentor in our life. He always says no means next one. No means next one. But you don't always feel like you get up and go to the next one. You feel defeated because you're asking yourself, like, hold on. You know I won't bring you no trash.
Yeah.
Why won't y'all just say yes? I will tell you, and I said this the other day, I kick myself in the tail now.
Yes, Lord.
Because we should have jumped in there with you in 2020. But so much was happening at that time. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Our world was in a state of COVID. You talking about traveling. We're like, hold on, time out. We can't even buy toilet paper. What you talking about? We can't find it. So I am kicking my tail. I'm sorry that we did not jump on it when you brought it to us. And now being a partner and being there with you, individuals that we have taken this opportunity to, we felt the same way. They're going to be on it. They're going to be on it. And it's like, oh, no, not right now. No, not right now. And it's like, okay, one thing you know about us, we're not sellers. All I can do is tell you and show you the great deals and then kind of go from there. But I love that because next one, but our egos, they get crushed. You're supposed to trust me. You say you love me, but you don't want to join this with me? Why not? Why not?
But just like he explained, you don't know what's going on in people's lives during those moments where you are presenting them things.
Yeah.
So it's a little, you never want to count somebody's pockets or project what you think is going on in their lives. One thing that James has taught me throughout this process was just share. If they get on, they get on. You know what I'm saying? And people that I thought was like going to be at least open to hearing it, been a little bit slower than I would think, But I take it with a grain of salt because it was so great once we actually dove into it and realized it and experienced it that, we going to use this regardless of whoever show up and whoever, joins us. So I'm not messed up about anybody that hasn't joined or anything. I appreciate y'all listening. Yes. If you took the opportunity to, and if you haven't got a chance to, it's all good too. But I'm telling you, kicking ourselves in the tail. Hey, James sent me a text earlier. I don't know. He sent me a text earlier saying, "Hey, this is where you would have been at if you had joined." When he sent that to me earlier.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
You did not do that.
Well, you gotta rub it in their face a little bit.
Oh my gosh. Well, don't send me that text, okay? Please hold that text. I don't want to see it because I already told you, and I don't like to have regrets. I just believe there's a time and everything. But I will say, when we went on our first trip now, community, we did share Hawaii with you all. And when we got back from Hawaii, I was a little bit offended because James got Bree signed up. He did not sign up.
Yeah,
Nikkita
no. You had the opportunity when you signed up because you was on the computer talking to him on Halloween night. Mm-hmm. You didn't want to put anything in your name, so I was like, okay, fine. Just saying.
Well, when I came back from Hawaii, I quickly
realized
that jumped in with both
She
feet.
could not travel without me.
Yes, I could not travel without him. So I quickly jumped in with both feet, and I thank you for bringing the opportunity. And of course, when I jumped in,
I had to jump in because
She didn't want to be left out.
she didn't want to just travel with her parents. She didn't want to just travel with her papa. She didn't want to just travel with her. She wanted to go by herself.
Yes.
That's how good
Right.
this opportunity is, that you share it. You share it.
So, with that being said, share with the community a little about what it actually is, the name of the company, and what it actually entails and what it is.
So the name of the company is Travorium. So just think about travel and emporium. The company's been around for about 12 years now. We just hit 12 years this month, actually. I personally have been with the company for about 3.5 years. Probably the best thing I've ever done. Again, I used to do hot wire and Priceline and stuff like that, just like everybody else.
Yeah.
And was happy that I was getting their so-called 30% off and 40% off. But when you actually join this company and you see how much they falsify that, and you're actually not getting 30% off, you're probably getting 3% off. It makes you mad. It makes you mad. And like I said, I've been dedicated to Hotwire and Priceline for a long time, but just to kind of give you a little info how it goes. So Priceline, Hotwire, Expedia, all those companies, they get the same prices that everybody gets, the wholesale prices. And what they do is they elect to raise the prices up. And a lot of people that are just normal travelers, you don't know that. But Expedia and Priceline, they own all of the websites that you go to, Hotwire, Orbitz, Last Minute Travel, anything, Kayak, anything that you name, they actually own them all. So when we all get the same price of, let's say, I'm here in Vegas, and let's say the Bellagio is $100 a night. We, on our site, we keep it as $100 for our members. But what Priceline and Expedia does is they put them all on all these different sites, and they'll charge $200 here, $225 there, $240 there. So while you click on all these sites and you think you're getting a deal, you're actually not, because all the money is going to the same bank anyway.
Wow. So let me ask you this, because you've been in the business for some time, and that's the thing, right? It's a business. It is a business where Priceline, all the ones that you just called, we don't get anything being part of that. You being part of Travorium is a business. But I really want to focus on what is, if you can think about, and I know you've done a lot of traveling, what's the best deal you have gotten?
So the best deal I've gotten was actually here in Vegas. If you ever been to Vadaria, they have these places called the Secrets of Vadaria, which is actually not publicized. So they are the top floor penthouses. I think there's about 4 to 6 of them. And it covers the whole corner of the Vadaria. So these things run about $1,900 a night. So it's about 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm goofing off, I'm online, I'm just looking around. And it was for $90 for a 1-bedroom penthouse.
Wow.
$1,900.
That's
so
crazy.
I ended up getting it for 2 nights, and it's just unbelievable. But again, these deals happen all the time, 24/7.
I love that. Keyondra, since you've become a partner, a member, you're starting your own business, what has been the perks that you found about it? What do you like? What are you doing with it? Tell me something.
Well, right now, I'm just trying to save up my points. But I like, of course, being able to save on hotels, especially when I go with my friends. We spend $800 for 2 days in a hotel, and to see that go to like $100 for 4 days, 3 nights is way better. And I actually already booked like a trip to New York, trying to plan that for everything. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's funny that you mentioned the trip that you did to Seattle and paid that, because when she got back and she told us the name of the hotel, we actually compared the prices. And when she found out that price difference, she was like, "You serious?" So it's definite. There's a definite benefit to Travorium and being able to have access to those type of wholesale prices. And and I won't jump too far ahead. I'll leave this for James. if you could explain the different platforms, how many different platforms there are, and the difference between each one, like their benefits and things like that.
So we have 3 platforms. Platform 1 is pretty much what we call a travel site. That's where you just go in and book like you got your own Priceline, your own Expedia. Same thing, except you're paying wholesale and not retail. But you also have accesses to the cruises, car rentals, movie tickets, concerts,
groceries,
professional sporting events, shopping, dining, groceries. I mean, it just continues, because if you think about it, everything has a wholesale price. Whether you're buying a car, groceries, it doesn't matter. And then wherever it's sold, they obviously mark it up because they're trying to make profit.
Absolutely.
So again, that's the platform 1 that has access to all those. So platform 2 is what we refer to as the getaways. So if you think about this, these are studios, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom, kind of like the timeshare thing, but we are definitely not a timeshare.
Yep, not a timeshare.
And you have access to the timeshare locations, which is about 200,000 locations around the world. But again, we're not a timeshare. You don't have to go to any presentations, no monthlies, no maintenance fees or anything like that, but we do have access to them. And then our third platform is actually called the World Tour. So these are specifically designed by our company, and these are 4- and 5-star resorts only, where they're all inclusive, breakfast included. And the deals on these are ridiculous. So, I've been to Punta Cana for 5 days. We're actually going to Punta Cana next month.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
5 days. 5 days, all inclusive for 2, and it was about $369.
Yep.
Can't really beat that. Dubai, you can go to Dubai for 7 days, breakfast for 2, and the breakfast in Dubai is kind of different. This is not Denny's or IHOP. We're talking about they lay it out for kings and princes and all stuff like that. It's 7 days for $7.
Yeah.
So hold on. Time out.
He said that.
Because Dubai is on my list, and I know my husband told me I had to slow down in
Slow it
2024. Down. But Dubai for how much? How many days?
$7, 7 days.
Go ahead on.
Stop
keep
the
telling
cap.
the community what else is going on.
He capping.
Well, even last night we booked Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. So that's
hold on. Time out. Don't say we.
She.
You can't. She.
I'm sorry. Sorry. The lady to the left. The lady to the left booked Puerto Vallarta.
I did.
5 days, all inclusive for 2, and it's only $129.
But say that again. 5 days, all in what? All in
inclusive for 2. So that means Zoe can eat all the tacos he wants.
Yes.
Right. I had to book it. When I saw that, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you do it?
Because we had other things going on.
Memorial weekend. You know how much the prices just go up because they know they can, and that was $129. You jump on it because you can.
I'm not mad about it at all. I'm not mad.
He'll be right there beside me having fun.
Yes.
Guys, that's great. So great deals.
Yeah, these we have about 10 of these per month, and whether you want to go to Italy or Greece or Paris or Florida, New Orleans, New York. I mean, it doesn't matter. San Diego. I mean, we're all over, and you get 10 of these to choose from each month, and that's huge.
Yeah,
at those prices.
Man,
it's a great opportunity. I'm glad you didn't stop.
Yes,
bringing it to us. I'm glad you did not stop bringing it to us. I'm very, very thankful. But you talked about the timeshare too. And that was probably one of my rebuttals to you is we have a timeshare. We already have a timeshare. And we've been having a timeshare for years.
Yeah.
Like Keyondra was probably like 3 years old when we got this timeshare. So we've been having it for years. But what I learned, and this is when I think I started listening to you a little bit more, I was trying to book a out-of-country trip with our timeshare. And the cost for, I think we were trying to do Mexico.
Yeah.
And to do the all-inclusive Mexico with our timeshare, even though I have already paid my maintenance fees, everything's paid up, it was going to cost us $3,000 to go to an all-inclusive to Mexico. And from there, I was like, okay, hold on. I had only used the timeshare throughout the states. So it was perfect for the states, so I thought. And then when I learned, I was like, hold on, you can go to Mexico for how much? And I think it was last year, you actually had a opportunity to go to Mexico for $29. And I know something came up and you didn't do it. But I was, at that time, I'm like, hold on, $3,000 to $29?
Yeah.
That's a no-brainer. And that's what switched in my mind because I kept saying, oh, we got a timeshare. Or, I can find these deals on Priceline. Literally, what we have now, I cannot find on Priceline. We got to talk about the membership because I know people are waiting. Like, what's the catch? What is it? How is the scam? What's the catch? Is there a catch? Tell me the catch.
There's no catch. So think about this in the long run. So the way this company has developed. So think about Blockbuster and Netflix. Okay. You used to go to Blockbuster, you go get your movie and check it out and pay, $2 a day, whatever, take it back 2 days later, et cetera, right? So when Netflix came around, they came up with the concept of, we're not going to have you come in and buy movies. We're going to give you a membership that allows you access to all the movies. So Travorium has the same concept. So instead of, going through these retail prices and all these online travel sites that are giving you, we are giving you an opportunity to have a membership to have access to wholesale prices and not the retail prices. So that's what it is. So, and there's 3 memberships. We have a silver membership. It's $69 one time, and then it's $52.50 a month. Okay, and that gives you the platform 1 where I talked about the concerts, the movies, the car rentals. You get the resorts as well. The second platform is Titanium. That one is $169 upfront. 30 days later, $75. So your first month is actually included already. The difference is you get the platform 1. Then you also have access to the getaways, which is the 8-day, 7-night timeshare that I spoke about. Yeah. And you have access to the world tours. You receive points. With the Titanium package, you're going to get about 50% off on the world tours and the getaways. Okay. And then the last one is the Platinum. Probably 95% of our people, and we're in 64 countries, by the way, 95% of the people are Platinum. And the reason is you get all the stuff that I've mentioned previously, except you get more points to use to cash down to bring down the prices. This one is $269 one time, and then it's $135 a month. But with this, you get 80 to 100% off. So just to give you an example, I know people are like, how do you get 100% off? So Keita was talking about the Mexico, for example. Yeah. So you can actually get a getaway in Mexico for 8 days, 7 nights. You trade in your points. You can actually get it for 0. And all you have to do is pay the tax, which is usually about $79. So you're talking about 8 days, 7 nights in Cancun, Puerto Vallarta, Cabo, wherever you want to go. And it's 0 and you pay $79.
And that's just the taxes and the fees that you pay for the getaway.
Just the taxes and the fees, but when you trade in your points, the actual price of the hotel is 0.
It's crazy.
I like 0.
I do too. I used to say, when I grow up, we're going to be able to travel. But traveling can be expensive. And then you start having kids and you want this person to go and this person to go. And it gets expensive. And you're like, okay, I can't travel that way. And so we start doing fake trips, like little made up trips, and everybody put their money together, and they're not made up trips. But what I'm saying is, I want to see more than just the United States. I want to go more, and that's where my mind is now. Like, what else can I see? Where have we not been? How do we get there without having maxed out credit cards or having to save for 6 months to a year to be able to take one vacation every 2 years? Because then I got to save some more to take another vacation.
Yeah, and it's what I love about the company is that we already getting bust over the head with plane tickets. They're not going anywhere. But if I don't have to get hit twice, I'd rather save. somewhere, wherever I can, I'd rather save. And this company has actually allowed us to do that. There's another part to it. So we talked about being partners and things like that, and the business side, which we didn't dive too much into.
Not yet. Yep.
However, people can hear this and say, well, that's not really what I want to do. I don't want to have to push anything or sell anything. Can you speak to that as far as those options, what they are?
So yeah, just to touch up on the business side, as far as the memberships, so I'll just use the platinum for example. So you have your $135 per month. So what happens is, if you just share the product, you're not selling it, you're sharing the product with 3 people, the company is actually going to pay you for that. So again, I use an example, Facebook, for example. When Facebook came out, you've never seen Facebook run advertisement and Super Bowl commercials. You've never seen that. So you think about it, how did Facebook get so big? Keyondra told Kita, Kita told Zoe, Zoe told me, and it just blew up like that. And, the guy has 3 billion followers right now, and it's that easy, and he didn't pay any of us. And that's
right about that.
I like that.
Word of mouth.
They didn't
pay
us.
Word of mouth. So what happens? So what the company does is, if you share this product with 3 people, and it's going to happen, and I've talked to a million people who are like, oh, I don't want to sell. I don't, I'm shy. I'm quiet. But the thing is when you take these trips and people ask you where you've been, what you paid for it, they're going to want to know.
Yeah.
So it's very easy to get 3 people. And again, the company's going to pay you. And once you get 3 people, you will no longer pay a membership as long as they stay active.
That's awesome.
And that's a great deal. You can't beat that.
So essentially, you're getting your points every single month, and none of the money is coming out of your pocket or off your card or anything like that. Your membership is paid for. You're just collecting points as long as
Correct.
you get 3 people.
Right. And the smart thing is once you get your 3, and if you think about it, so now you're getting your points every month, right? So now let's say you get your 3 in the first 30 days. So all the points that you're getting every month, those are free. So think 6 months from now, when Dubai is $2,000 and you trade in these free points and you pay $7, that's huge.
It is.
It is.
That allows
That's huge.
everybody to travel, whether you work at McDonald's, janitor, or you rich like Kita. Everybody can travel now.
I claim it.
So I'll share one story that's personal to us as far as our slowfulness in moving to actually join Trevorium and to actually using it. So again, like Jay spoke earlier, he mentioned this to us back in 2020. We didn't sign up until 2022, October 2022.
2 years.
2 years. We told James we're not sharing it with anybody, with nobody until we actually use it, see how it is. We not saying nothing, James. He's like, well, what you got a good platform, you can share with people this. He was telling us all the positive to it. We like, James, no, we're not doing it until we actually use it. Fast forward an entire year. We went to Hawaii for the first time in October 2023, like Keita spoke of earlier. Went, enjoyed ourselves. James did pay less than us because we slept on it. We didn't have enough points to buy it down. But even the price we paid was
still great.
Way less than people that stayed in the same room during the same time, same location, everything.
Yes.
So we still won. Get back home, and like Keita said, she was hyped. She was ready. Realized I can't travel without you. I need my own membership. Man, I started looking into that back office. Now, mind you, that entire year from October 2022 to October 2023, we were traveling, going to Texas, Virginia. You went to Georgia,
Vegas for your birthday.
Vegas for my birthday.
Went to Mexico.
Man, went to Mexico.
Yeah.
Man, when I looked in that back office and saw all the money that we could have been saving, I was too through.
My mouth is open. That's exactly how it looked, because we didn't pay no small dollars to go. Let's just call out Vegas for a second. We're not even going to call it your graduation trip, because that was whoa. But to Vegas, I call myself surprising my husband and taking him to the Circa. And nice spot. I was like, okay, good deal, and I would not tell him how much it cost. I would not. So finally, I did tell him how much it cost. Ha! Please. I could have saved so much money. We could have ate good on just what I paid for the hotel.
Hey, I'll say it like this. For the price she spent for 3 days, that whole 3 days would have been covered by 1 day. So, take it for what it's worth.
Was mad at myself, y'all. So it took him 2 years to get us to say yes. We said yes, and our stubborn selves said, we're not going to talk about it. I want to make sure we're not staying in the basement. I want to make sure
she said all that.
I want to make sure, because when we put our name on and our stamp of approval, it got to be right. We still did all the things and wasted a lot of money. And I say wasted a lot of money. We had some good times. But we could have saved so much money.
Because we had the product right there. We just didn't use it.
Yeah.
And that's only platform one that we're speaking about, the travel site.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Again, anybody who we talk to, you don't have to jump in. But if you are traveling with us this year, it's not an invite that you get. Actually, I texted a friend yesterday and I said, hey, I just booked this trip for my birthday. Me and Bree are going. I don't have to extend an invite because you know what? All she has to do is jump into her own membership.
Yeah, because she got an account too.
And get the same one and say, bam, I got it too, right? We don't have to worry about sharing rooms. We don't have to do about that. You have a membership, use it. Book the same one. I even told my friends, I said, hey, ladies, we made it out of the group text. We made it to Savannah, Georgia, got an Airbnb, had a great time. But the amount of money we paid per person for that Airbnb, we can get those passports ready. Let's go.
Let's roll.
Let's go. That's where I'm at. I don't know. Keyondra, we've been talking a lot. What you got to say?
No, it's all good. I feel like I'm still new to it. So I'm like, oh, let me test it out. Let me see. I'm ready to learn. But then just hearing everything from everyone's experiences and stuff, I'm like, yeah, I'm ready. Yeah.
I think, James, we are trying to throw her in because I'm not going to. Your son, Mr. White over here, he got it. I was sitting there listening to him today and I was like, wow. But it's a business, right? And so like any business you starting up, you have to know your craft. And I would just listen. I was smiling like a happy wife, happy mom. I'm like, I'm just over there. You know how you get excited when you see somebody doing real good. I was like, he really has.
Let me keep doing good then.
He's put the time in it. And I leaned to him. And I'm like, well, babe, I don't know all of that just yet. But I know he has it. I know we have you. We don't have to know it all. All we can do is who's our expert. Who knows this better than we do? And all we got to do is connect people and let them know this is what we're doing. This is how we're getting those prices. So with Keyondra, you called us. I think, you called us and said, hey, y'all got to come to Vegas for this training. And it was like, oh, okay. And like I do. And then I thought about it for a little bit. I said, okay, we're going to go to Vegas. And then we said, hold up, Keyondra should go. And you was like, yeah, she should. Keyondra, are you excited about it?
Yeah. At first I was like, y'all go and tell me the information. And they're like, no, it won't be the same. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm going now though.
Good. Hold on. James, can you still hear us over there? Our connection trying to act up because we're talking about all this good savings over here.
It is.
It's fine. We still recording though, so.
Okay.
Hopefully it'll catch up.
Yeah, but I mean, he laughs at us because he calls and he shares so many different things to us.
Yeah.
Not just this opportunity, but he shared opportunities with you. And like when you were younger, when you were in Turkey, he would share. So I'm just like, okay.
James was the first person that tried to put me on to getting stocks and to investing and stuff like that. I'm 18. I'm thinking I got forever. I'm like, yeah. He's like, man, you might want to get in on this. Same exact words he used when he brought this to us. So again, we say it is a business. It's two sides to this. There's a business side to it and there's a membership side. Mm-hmm. It's up to you what you want to do. You can just benefit off of the discounts and the amazing prices and things like that, and not even having to worry about sharing. But the thing with that is, somebody's going to ask you when you start taking a bunch of trips, yo, how are you doing this? And I'm not going to be mad at you. Be like, yeah, my buddy put me on to this right here. Go ahead and give him a shout because I'm going to benefit off of that. But if you could do it for yourself, because you're going to share anyway, as well as a tax write-off if you're operating in your, if you're running your own business. Mm-hmm. So the benefits of it, it does much more as far as outweighing the downside to anything. Like, where can you get a business, or where can you start a business for $79?
Let's just pause right there for a second. Pause. Now, you said $79?
$79.
Straight out of Trevorium. Let me hear.
So there's two sides. There's a travel side, which we've already discussed. And then there's a business opportunity side for anybody who would like to make some more money. Just to be simple with that. By sharing, obviously, the information that we have, the trips that you have. So for $79 annually, you get your own replicated website. Obviously, the difference between a customer and somebody that's an actual partner. Let's say Keyandra's just a customer. She at the beginning, she says, I don't want to share with nobody. I'm shy, et cetera, et cetera. So if Nikkita sees the deal that Keyondra got, then Keyondra can't do nothing with her except pass her to Zoe. Mm-hmm. So actually being a partner, when Nikkita signs up with Keyondra, the company's going to pay her. And then Zoe, who actually signed Nikkita, he's actually going to get paid too. That's the best part. As far as the legacy, you guys are doing it the right way. Zoe, Keyondra. As time goes on, you guys are going to see the benefits 3 to 5 years from now. And that's the huge thing. And I'm just going to put this out there. The company has a program that once you reach a certain rank, which I reached over a year ago, when I pass on, I can pass it on to somebody. So I'll make it official here that I'm going to pass that on to Lorenzo.
What?
So just to give you an example, so we have a lady that's we have a pastor. She's actually an apostle, and he was a pastor. Long story short, he was making about $2,000. She was making about $3,000. Unfortunately, he passed away about a little over about 2 years ago. So he willed it off to her, but she's already making $12,000 a month. So she willed it to the grandkids, which are only about 4 and 6 years old. So if you think about it, he's making $2,000 a month. And again, this was 2 years ago. The business kept growing because the people he signed up kept signing people. So long story short, 2 years from now he's making $14,000 a month. And that money is being transferred to some 4 and 6 year old kids. So just imagine how much money that's going to be when they reach 21, 25, or however they set it up. And no company's going to do that. Your job's not going to do it.
Right.
Nobody.
Yeah.
And that's huge. That's huge for you to pass that legacy on to somebody else. And I'll make it official here. Lorenzo's my only son. I'm passing it on to him. So, but I'm a little worried that he might try to say, let's go swim with these sharks right now.
Nah, it's
a great thing.
Yeah. No, again, I say thank you for continuing to share the opportunity. And guess what, community members? We're going to continue to share it with you, because whether we talk about it or you just see us traveling, that's just the sharing part. And every once in a while, somebody's going to grab it. And not even every once in a while. I think the more you see it, the more you hear it, you're going to gravitate to it and you're going to want to do it. Same thing I told you. I was stubborn at first. I said, James, I don't want to hear this. I'm busy. And then when we did it, I was like, okay. And then I said, I'm not going to tell anyone. And then I even made this own. I said, even if I just get in the business and I pay my membership because I'm not telling anyone because I don't want to sell anything. It's like a layaway plan to me. It's like I don't know if you know anything about layaway, Keyondra?
Yes, Mama.
Okay. So it's like a layaway plan. You go to the Walmart and you pay on your layaway every so often, but it guarantees you that I'm going to have those Christmas gifts under the tree when Christmas season comes. So what it was doing in my mind, how I had to kind of just make it work, is as long as I pay my membership, I'm going to guarantee myself that I'm going to go on a vacation.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. I'm making myself go on a vacation. And then I switched my thought process and said, hold on. How about if I just tell a couple people what we're doing and then we don't have to.
Then we got her, Jay. We got her. I think she on board.
But no, I say all that to say, you see how we make excuses or it has to fit right with you. It has to fit right with you. And once it fits right with you and you understand it in your own life and how it's going to be beneficial, you can run with it.
Yeah.
Run with it.
I mean, the amazing thing about what you said, like you said, you setting it up or you're looking at it like, I'm going to guarantee myself at least to be able to take a trip. Most people save for years and years and years to take one big trip and then have to push that reset button all over again and not getting anywhere near the prices that we getting for our trips. Man, come on.
Yeah.
I think you should have pushed harder back in 2020.
Yes. It's your fault.
You know what? You bring that up, and I come across so many people that whether they go to Jamaica and it's crazy how you work so hard and you save up for 2-3 years to have that one big trip to Jamaica. And you're spending $3,000, $4,000 some dollars, But with our platform, you can take 1 to 2 trips every 6 months to anywhere you want to go. And the thing about it is, like you said, if you're taking and saving for 3 to 4 years for one trip, well, once that trip is over, it's kind of hard.
Yeah.
You're working again to try to save up again. But with our company, to take something every 6-7 months, it's just a great feeling that when you actually go and you work and now, like for example, when we go to Punta Cana, it's all inclusive, and me personally, I don't need to swim with the sharks and stuff like that. I just want to be somewhere where somebody's catering to me and I can eat all I can want to eat and just relax and just chill out. And then a month later, we're going to do it again in Mexico. So
that's crazy.
Right there. And it's so easy. And we spent a total of $500 for both of those trips. So the best thing about it is when you travel, as soon as you come back, you refresh, you got your mind right, and you go again. And I think people who haven't traveled are missing out on that part. And that's very important to keep in your mind, your body, and your spirits right. Because like I said, once you go and you come back, you just feel relieved. And unfortunately, in our business, you're already booking the next trip.
Right.
Yeah.
You are so right. Wow. Guys, now WLJ community members, I know we are going longer than what we typically go in our podcast, but we really had to just share this information with you because we have been excited. And honestly, like he said last night, I booked that other trip and it's like, okay. Oh, well, what do I have to work? What do I have for work? What can I move? Do I have this? And when all the dates align, you jump on it. All inclusive 129. Keyondra looks at me sometimes because she's like, am I going on that trip? And I was like, this one is going to be your dad and I. But even thinking about like for COVID, she was supposed to study abroad while she was in college. Yeah. And she didn't have that opportunity to go. But having her own travel membership and business, she can go ahead and do that trip and it's not going to put stress on her pockets to go and go. So you looking forward to that?
I am. I really am.
I'm going to.
She want to tag along to my trips but try to kick me out.
Hey, for Punta, we're even taking the 7-year-old.
You're right.
It's a family trip. And we can do that because of Trivorium. So we're just sharing, you guys, seriously. So if you have any questions, James, what is the best way? I mean, I know they can call us, they can text us and ask, But what's the best way for people to get more information?
That's it. Just get a hold of Lorenzo, Nikkita, Keyondra, yourself, and just get the information from them. You know, a lot of people, when they hear about something, they start getting on the internet and trying to Google and figure out what it is. And like I said, the company's been around for 12 years. We're debt free. All the trips that are scheduled for 2024, the company's already paid for everybody. So no other company can say they can do that and be debt free.
Yeah.
So it's a great thing. I highly advise everybody to just get a hold of you guys and just hear the information.
That's it.
Once you hear the information or you watch the video, you're going to be impressed. You're going to be a little intrigued. You're going to want to check it out. But when you actually start going on the trips, be the best thing ever happened to you, actually.
That's awesome. Well,
So that's what I heard. You guys, reach out. We're going to reach out to you because we want to share. Literally, I know my friends. I know the people that I'm around who wants to travel. I'm going to share it with you. And if you don't want it, it's fine. I'm going to continue to talk to the strangers. I'm going to continue to go shopping and do all the things that I normally do. And one thing that we know is people like to travel. So I'm going to talk about it. If you don't want to hear it, sorry, get used to it because we travel. No, I'm being funny, seriously. Because people do like, oh, all this network marketing and this and this is a pyramid scheme. You're getting something out of it. Yeah. This money is not sitting at the top and that's the only person that's getting it. You are benefiting.
Yes.
So on that note, I'm going to let you go because y'all going to continue to hear from us week after week after week. You're going to see our travels. But Keyondra, tell them how they can continue to show up to the WLJ community.
You can find us on
Lowe's, Amzo's, Home Depot, Carl's Jr. on the third Thursday of the month.
I will not be there, but you can find us on YouTube, Podbean, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Amazon.
And definitely do not forget to join the Walking Life Journey Facebook group where you're going to get a daily dose of motivation to set your day and to get you moving. Now, Mr. Wright, because you are in the community as well, not only are we connected from Mr. Lorenzo when y'all met in those turkey days and all these good things and now Trevorium, but as a community member. Do you be checking out those daily dose motivationals?
Every day, and I text them right to you.
He does.
He's coming.
He does. Sometimes he gives me the words back to me. But actually, when I'm writing them, you know, they help me get through the day. So when he texts it back to me, I'm like, yep, girl, read your own words. That's right. Do it. Right. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Always remember, you all, as you are walking this journey called life, you are the key piece to your story. And for our special guest, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We truly appreciate you and we love you. Until next time, have a good one.
Peace.